The linguistic war has just gotten bigger, with Tamil Nadu Chief Minister J. Jayalalitha writing to the Prime Minister asking him to make English the medium of communication on social media and not Hindi as directed by the Home Ministry. The Tamil Nadu CM's reactions comes a day after the DMK chief K. Karunanidhi objected to the Ministry of Home Affairs directives. After Jayalalitha, even the Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir has asked Modi not to impose Hindi. Meanwhile, BJP has made it clear that they are not demeaning any language and that people should encourage Hindi. Well, this comes in the backdrop of the Ministry of Home Affairs sending a directive that in all the social networking sites involving government officials, Hindi should be made the priority. But there has been in fact opposition coming in from various quarters, mostly states that do not have Hindi as the official language, which includes Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Kerala as well as Jammu and Kashmir now. But now the Ministry of State for Home Affairs, Kiran Rijju, has dismissed any directive issued by the government to declare Hindi as the dominating language. In fact, he has gone on to say that the controversy on Hindi is unwarranted and that there is no directive that Hindi must be the dominating language. He also said that each and every language should be given its due importance. Well, let's listen to what Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi had to say in this regard.
ये कम्युनिकेशन का माध्यम वो होना चाहिए जिससे कि पूरे देश जुड़ सके, और इंग्लिश का कोई विरोध थोड़ी कर रहा है भैया। अगर आपने राष्ट्रभाषा का हिंदी को सम्मान दिया है और अगर देश जो है वो हिंदी से एक दूसरे को जोड़ सकता है, हिंदी जोड़ सकती है, हिंदी जो है देश को एक सूत्र में पिरो सकती है और पिरो रही है, तो उसका सम्मान हो, उसको प्रोत्साहन मिले, उसकी प्राथमिकता मिले, इसमें क्या बुराई है?
Well, probably Mr. Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi doesn't realize that Hindi is not the only national language of India. Moving on to some other news now. It is endgame for the residents of the 102 illegal flats of Mumbai's Campacola society. Well, the municipal corporation will cut power, water and gas supply for the illegal flats as the deadline for the residents to vacate their homes ends today. The BMC officials are at the compound to begin eviction of the residents who are living illegally in the compound. The residents are left with no choice but to vacate their homes as the demolition of the illegal flats will begin soon. 7 buildings of the Campacola Housing Society in Mumbai were constructed between 1981 and 1989. The builders had permission for only 6 floors, but multiple floors were built without requisite permissions. In November 2013, when the demolition was about to begin, the Supreme Court had ordered a stay and given the residents time till May 2014. The residents went to court again in May, but this time the Apex Court dismissed their plea. The residents are not willing to leave the illegally built flats, which are to be demolished, even after the Supreme Court's refusal to give them relief. In fact, these are the scenes being witnessed at the Campacola Housing Society compound in Mumbai. Let's not forget that it is a long-standing dispute that has been going on between the residents of these apartments as well as the BMC, now armed with the court order asking the residents to vacate. The BMC officials have come in to start the eviction process, but on the other hand, the residents being extremely adamant and not even letting the BMC officials enter. Moving on now, an inquiry report on the death of 24 students and a tour guide near Mandi on the 8th of June near the Larji hydropower project has blamed the dam authorities for the tragedy. The inquiry was conducted by Mandi's Divisional Commissioner Omkar Sharma, who submitted the report to the Himachal Pradesh High Court. The High Court had also sought a report from the project authorities. The report has claimed glaring lapses and failure on part of the Larji project authorities, who ignored standard procedures and released water from the barrage into Bias River. The students from the VNR Vijnana Jyoti Institute of Engineering and Technology in Hyderabad were on an excursion to Manali. They, along with the tour operator, were washed away into the turbulent Bias River by a wall of water. The Himachal Pradesh High Court has sent a notice to the Vijnana Jyoti College. The notice has been sent to the administration of the college. Well, a primary school teacher in Chikmagaluru district sought a transfer on compassionate grounds as she had an ailing daughter. She claims that her request has only led to her being harassed by the Deputy Director of Public Administration of the district.
This lady with a child on her lap is distressed. Her neighbors and family are moved by her plight, but not her boss, the Deputy Director of Public Instruction of Chikmagaluru. This is Radmani, who has been serving as a physical education teacher in the government higher primary school of Kanati in Mudigere Taluk for the last 18 years. Her daughter suffers from several health disorders. She is prone to convulsions and loses consciousness often. She needs constant care and medication. Since Kanati does not have adequate medical facilities, Radhamani sought a transfer to Panchanahalli. She learnt of an opening in a school in Panchanahalli. The Deputy Director of Public Instruction, Rajappa, also informed her that the post was vacant. But after a few days, he changed his mind and said that since the school had less than 200 children, it did not require a physical education teacher. A year has passed by since this incident. This year, the residents of Panchanahalli staged a protest urging the department to depute a physical education teacher to their school. Rajappa immediately deputed a teacher to Panchanahalli. Now, Radhamani is questioning his move.
ಮಗು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ವರ್ಷ ಬದುಕಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಡಿಮಾಂಡ್ಸಿಂದ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಈಗ ಅದು 2 ತಿಂಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದೆ. ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೇಳಿದೆ ಸರ್, ಕೊಡಲಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್. ಈಗ ನನಗೆ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡಿ ಅಂದೆ. ಈ ಕೋರ್ಟಿಂದ ಆದೇಶ ಬಂದಿದೆ, ನನಗೆ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್. ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಇರೋ ಕಡೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಸರ್. ನನಗೊಂದು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡಿ, ನಾನು 3 ವರ್ಷ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಇರ್ತೀನಿ, ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರಲ್ಲ, ನನ್ನ ಮಗು 100 ವರ್ಷ ಬದುಕಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಸರ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರು ಸರ್.
It is learned that the doctors have not given Radhamani's child long to live, and this is a fact that Rajappa is aware of.
ನಮ್ಮ ಫಾದರ್ ಬಂದು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಸರ್, ತುಂಬ ಬೈದ್ರಂತಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇದೆ ಸರ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ನಾನು ಯಾಕೋ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅಪ್ಪನ ಹತ್ರ ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕು? ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅಪ್ಪನ ಹತ್ರ ಏನೋ ಮಾತಾಡೋದೈತೆ, ನಾನು ಅಧಿಕಾರಿ ಕಣೋ, ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅಪ್ಪನ ಹತ್ರ ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕಾ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ಅಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇದೆ ಸರ್, ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದಿದ್ರೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ, ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಸರ್ 5 ನಿಮಿಷ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ನಾನು ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಲ್ಲ ಕಣೋ, ನೀನ್ಯಾವನೋ ಹೇಳೋಕ್ಕೆ, ನನಗೆ ಎರಾಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ ನೀನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅವಾಗಲೇ ಹೊರಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಸರ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇವನೇನಂದಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಸರ್ ಅಂತ ಅಂದಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋ ಅಂತ ಅಂದಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಅವಾಗ ಅಂದಾಗ ಅಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೇನೆ ಅವತ್ತಿಂದನೂ ಇವ್ರದ್ದು ದ್ವೇಷ ಸರ್, ಅವತ್ತಿಂದನೂ.
Radhamani's family claims that Rajappa is acting in vengeance as his actions were questioned. Will the education minister step in to take note of the teacher's plight? Shantinath Jain, News9, Chikmagaluru.
Well, farmers are seeking heavenly help of the rain gods to sustain their livelihood, but in a bizarre situation in Bidar, a god-man has undertaken penance on a treetop.
The villagers have all joined their hands together in devotion, but no, they are not praying to the rain gods. They have all gathered on a farm and are watching a god-man who has reportedly undertaken penance on a treetop. He has applied ash all over his body. Seated on top of a Bilva Patra tree in Navadigi village in Bidar, he is offering prayers to the rain gods with a Rudraksha mala in his hand. He is Mahadeva Shri Swamiji.
ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಗುಡಿ ಬಲಿ ಗಿಡದ ಮೇಲೆ ಕುಂತ್ಬಿಟ್ರು ಅಂತ, ಅದರ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಈ ವರ್ಷ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರೇವಪಮುತ್ಯ ಗುಡಿ ಹತ್ರ ಇದ್ರು. ಇದ್ದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು, ನಂದು ಹೊಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ಗಿಡ ಏರಕ್ಕೆ ಕುಂತಿನ ಮೇಲೆ ನನಗೆ ಬಹಳ ಸಂತೋಷ ಆಗಿದೆ.
The godman has taken a pledge to please the rain gods by fasting for 25 days. It is said he will go without food and water during this time. Bidar is facing a drought-like situation. The godman's actions has instilled some hope in the people. This is not the first time the godman has done this. He is said to have done this 18 times before, and many claim that he has been successful. Shivanand Hiremat, News9, Bidar.
Well, late Jungle Jackie's movie Love is Poison has been released today, but look who's in town to promote her movie. It is none other than the hot Poonam Pandey. She was seen in Majestic's Kapali Theatre giving free tickets to the interested audience.
Please watch our Love is Poison. Yes, madam.
There we have it, Poonam Pandey The sultry self-proclaimed model and actress has gone on to dispute free tickets in Kapali Theatre in Majestic for her movie Love is Poison, in which she has starred in an item number. This movie, which is the last movie of the late Jungle Jackie, stars Poonam Pandey. We can see massive crowds that have gathered to see the sultry model turned actress. Well, fans who had come in to watch Love is Poison were in for a big surprise in Kapali Theatre in Majestic today, as Poonam Pandey was present promoting her movie and also doling out free tickets.
Please watch our film Love is Poison. Yes, madam. Please watch.
And well, every time there is a new child in a family, well-wishers and friends come up with suggestions for a name. But here are 4 new members at the Mysore Zoo for whom people from across the globe have suggested names.
Meet Dazzle and Dawn and Sudhir and Riddhi. The zebras you see here were brought to Mysore all the way from Israel. The public was asked to suggest names for these 2 pairs, and while thousands penned down their suggestions, only 2 were picked out.
ಜಿಬ್ರಾಗಳು ಸುಮಾರು 1.5 ತಿಂಗಳಿಂದ ನಮಗೆ ಟೆಲ್ ಅವಿವ್ ಜೂ ಇಸ್ರೇಲಿಂದ ಬಂದಿತ್ತು. ಅದನ್ನು ಸಾರ್ವಜನಿಕರಿಗೆ ಮುಕ್ತವಾಗಿ ಪ್ರದರ್ಶನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಹಾರಾಣಿಯವರು. ಇವತ್ತು ಅದರ ವಿಶೇಷತೆ ಏನೆಂದರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾಮಕರಣವನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಒಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಡ್ಯಾಜಲ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ, ಮತ್ತು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಹೆಣ್ಣಿಗೆ ಡಾನ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ, ಮತ್ತು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಗಂಡಿಗೆ ಸುಧೀರ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದಕ್ಕೆ ರಿದ್ದಿ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನಾಮಕರಣ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
Late Wadeyar's wife Pramoda Devi named 2 of the zebras Dazzle and Dawn. The names for the other 2 were picked out from the thousands of suggestions that came in from the general public. The other pair was named Sudhir and Riddhi.
ನಾನು ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ 15-20 ವರ್ಷ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಪೆಂಗ್ವಿನ್ ತರಿಸಿದಾಗ ಬಂದಿದ್ದದ್ದು, ಅದಾದಮೇಲೆ ಬಂದೇ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ಬಂದು ಸಂತೋಷ ಆಯಿತು, ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇನ್ನೂ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಾಗಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನನ್ನ ಅಭಿನಂದನೆ. ಜನ ನೋಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗೋದು ಮಾಡಿರೋದೆಲ್ಲ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ. ಇನ್ನು ಜೀಬ್ರಾಗಳು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಬರಬೇಕು, ಜನದ ಹತ್ರ ಬರಬೇಕಷ್ಟೆ.
The striped beauties were brought to Mysore a while back and have acclimatized to the environment. They can now be seen frolicking in the large enclosures within the zoo. Ram, News 9, Mysore.